Raise your pitchforks and get ready to roll, Red Devil fans, for Evanston High School Soccer. In their 16th season of the world's most popular sport, the Evanston Red Devil soccer teams are primed for a run at the 2016 state tournament. Coach Brian Richens returns to lead the Lady Devils, while Josh Cox paced the sidelines for the first time as the boys' head coach. Evanston Red Devil Soccer, streaming live on mylocalradio.com, is brought to you by Big O Tires of Evanston, The Legal Tender at the Best Western Dunmar Inn, Castle Rock Chevrolet, by Evanston Regional Hospital, T-Bar S Body Shop Technoglass of Evanston, Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction, Global Medical Group, by Altitude Evanston, You Went to Bosie's #1, and by mylocalradio.com. With the opening kick less than 20 minutes away, crank up the volume and join us at the pitch with Ryan Steinekert and the voice of the Evanston Red Devil Sports, Jake Hibbard.
And we welcome you in progress. 16 and a half minutes left in the opening half. That brought to you by Varsity Inc. The Tigers are up 1-0 over the Red Devils, who made it across town, joined by Ryan Steinekert here at the middle school field. Another football field, but a very nice place to play soccer, Ryan.
Yeah, and you can't beat today's weather. It's there's no wind virtually. It's nice and cool, so great temperatures for the players.
Had the windows down driving over here and come back in. It was about 29 minutes left in the first half when we got here, and it was already a 1-0 lead, so we're not sure who scored that first goal. See if we can find it over at a break. Red Devils trying to get one back. See Spencer Burley coming across strong, possessing it, and nowhere to really go there. It was Colton Johnson not really giving him an open look.
Yeah, and that's one of those things we talked about in the girls' game, that spacing, moving without the ball. You've got to give your teammates somewhere to pass the ball.
High kick, one bout hopper. Seth Davis handles it, leading the league in saves once again, a spot he does not want to be in much longer if he can handle it.
On the surface, that stat sounds good. Hey, you're making a lot of saves, but ultimately that means the other team's getting a lot of shots.
Yeah, it sounds like you're leading the league in field goals made, three-pointers, something like that. No, not quite. Well, it's good that you're making the saves, but you'd love to have a lot fewer shots headed your way.
Right. It's like a field goal kicker who leads the league in NFL or the college football. He makes more field goals than anybody else. Well, guess what? That means you're not scoring
a whole lot of touchdowns. That's the thing in fantasy football. You're always trying to find the guy that's the kicker for the offense that's really good at getting 25 yards on a drive, but really bad at actually scoring a touchdown. That's how you win the kicker battle. Rock Springs back on the offensive. They already scored once so far. Hayden Crofts, not the biggest guy, but he's playing some strong defense right there.
Yeah, and he's done that so far from what we've seen in this game and this season.
High kick, and that's too far.
One thing the girls struggled with, Jake, was earlier in that 5-0 loss, was that they just didn't control the ball enough. And Rock Springs possessed the ball a lot of the game on their offensive end. That's the Evanston defensive end. And so far, that's where Rock Springs has controlled the ball in this boys' game since we've gotten here.
Since we've gotten here, which is coming up close. Missed about first half, or the first 11 minutes of the opening half. And Rock Springs has been pretty offensive for that time that we've been here. Blocked away, Crofts. And Spencer Burley's going to chase that down. No, that's Colton Johnson. Had the screen, and he gets tripped up hard. And it's a quick change of possession.
That was a great tackle by that Rock Springs number 12.
Yeah, that's Kenyon Comstock. Have to imagine some relation to the Comstock that scored earlier. That, of course, being in the girls' game. Switch field, and Comstock's got it once again, slowly moving up the field. And we've seen this so many times with the Red Devils so far, that teams that they have played have been a lot more methodical and maybe had the more opportunity to be methodical in their offensive attacking position.
And there's kind of two different ways there's a lot of different ways, but the two main ways to attack in soccer, you can try the long ball, try to get somebody to run under it, sprint forward. If you got somebody real fast, that can work. The other way is that methodical, good passing, good teamwork way, and especially in high school where it's rare to have that athlete that just can burn by everybody. You get that good, slow, methodical teamwork way.
Strong trip by Colton Johnson on Comstock, and That one will get the whistle called.
And Johnson has a tendency. I think we talked about that when they played at Green River. He's just so big and strong and physical that it's something that maybe looks real rough is not really as rough as it looks, just because of how big he is.
Well, and I'm going to let you explain this here because this is for the listener out there. Tell me the difference between what we saw earlier with that legal slide tackle with Comstock and what happened there with Colton.
It's hard for me to say. I didn't see what happened with Colton.
When he kind of looked like he kind of took the player out and got a kind of a hook from behind, whereas the Comstock came in and slid straight through. It caused the trip, but it was after he took the ball away is what I saw.
Right, and that trip, Colton Johnson going down on that tackle by Comstock was him trying to take the ball away. His momentum carried him forward and just right down to the ground.
Strong through pass cleared out by Burley. Up and away. Once again, Ryan, you have the open window here, so you want to stick a hand out and tell me the wind condition?
Yeah, I'm feeling nary a breeze.
Nary a breeze. The least windy day in Rock Springs history. All things considered, this ended up being a very good rescheduling as compared to 2 weeks ago when we were scheduled to play this game originally.
2 weeks ago, there was nary a warm temperature.
Nary a warm temp. Take our first break with 11 minutes left in the first half. 1-0 the score in favor of Rock Springs on the UNF Physical Therapy scoreboard as Big O Tires of Evanston presents Red Devil Soccer only on MyLocalRadio.com.
Treat yourself to Evanston's most delicious authentic Mexican restaurant. From tamales to healthy salads, homemade soups, sandwiches, and wraps, and even breakfast items, Anna's on Main Street sure knows how to indulge your cravings. And no matter what time of day, you can wake up with Anna's. Treat yourself to coffee, lattes, cappuccinos, mochas, and more. And try the famous juices made fresh at the juice bar. Come see why so many people say Anna's on Main Street is the best. Anna's on Main Street, Evanston.
Showing your true colors as a Southwest Wyoming sports fan just got even easier. Find your favorite University of Wyoming and Evanston Red Devil apparel and gear right here in Evanston at Varsity Inc.
This is Brenda from Varsity Inc. Have us create your next order of hoodies, jackets, shirts, your own bleacher seats, and more.
A full-service custom apparel store with lots of options. Varsity Inc. will meet your needs, whatever the style.
Come and see us at Varsity Inc., 926 Main Street, downtown Evanston.
Hi, this is Chase Sawyer with Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction. In addition to our cleanup and restoration services, we also offer new construction and remodeling. We can help with a newer kitchen, bathroom, a garage, deck, or a new addition to your home. We provide accurate, itemized estimates with no hidden fees or extra charges, and we complete each job to 100% of your satisfaction. Call us today at 307-741-7000. Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction.
Kick up by Penuelos and over the crossbar, I believe.
I went wide to the
left.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I got you here.
My eagle eyes.
Your spot on description. You keep the camera in excellent position. I got to say, were you running the camera last year?
Yeah. No, AP did it last
year. Okay. Well. Yeah, I was going to say that I can always tell what's going on. You seem to have a gift for this, Ryan.
Well, Jake, when you're just as
when you're as talented
with the game,
with the beautiful game as you are.
Yeah.
Penuelos up on the near side, Burley on him. Leon Schlabis as he crosses it in the middle, gets a header, and Seth Davis comes out, goes a little lower than I think he expected when he came out there. Probably could have caught it on one hop, and he stayed where he was.
But a good adjustment.
Yeah.
Showing why he's the leading
goal saver. Yep. Yeah. Well, when we looked at the numbers, we were talking about this on My Local Sports. Even though he's had so many shots against, when you look at other teams, he's saving a higher percentage than a lot of keepers in the state. Right.
And he's, a junior this year?
Junior this year, yep. Little kick in for Rock Springs, then a boot down. Burley rather, can't win that 50-50. He was positioned behind his man.
Jake, one thing I've noticed so far, watch Rock Springs, and just they remind me of a real cool customer in the pocket, like a Marcus Mariota. who doesn't get rattled real easily. And these guys, every time just about any one of them has the ball, they're just their control, their confidence.
Yeah.
They don't look like they're trying to hurry or rush anything. And that shot, it was a couple of minutes ago by Penuelas. He just looks so cool and collected and calm, despite pressure coming out on him.
Yeah. Another injury we should mention, of course, Ben Fuller broke his collarbone 2 weeks ago at Casper, and we haven't had a broadcast since then, so some changes as Tapia comes in strong trying to get a little offensive attack, but double team comes quickly, and he wasn't able to turn on it. Had one man streaking up the side, that was Colton Johnson, but no real chance to get it to him. Carlos Tapia has replaced Ben Fuller as one of the holding mids, so then that leaves the spot over on the right back where Tapia was at, and that goes to Tyus Cornea, the freshman we saw come in when Leon Schlabis was injured in that first game that we broadcast against Green River. Now, Schlabis was at the right back. He's now moved to left back. I think that's actually where Tapia was at. I had that mixed up. Tapia was playing left back, Schlabis at right. So Schlabis has switched sides, and Cornea is now at right back. Tapia at holding mid, and a strong shot to the right of the post. Another great attack by Rock Springs. 6.5 minutes left on the UN Physical Therapy scoreboard in this Varsity Inc. first half. Big O Tires of Evanston presents Red Devil Soccer, only on MyLocalRadio.com.
Whether your vehicle has minor damage, major damage, a windshield chip, or is in need of a full windshield replacement, T-Bar can fix your car. At T-Bar S Body Shop and Technoglass of Evanston, we take pride in fixing your vehicle and bringing it back to its original state. You don't have to worry about dealing with your insurance company. We deal with them directly. We guarantee our work and offer free estimates that only take a few minutes. T-Bar S Body Shop and Technoglass of Evanston. Let T-Bar fix your car. 789-2639.
Looking for a new dentist? Look no further. McKay Frankham has been in Evanston for 18 years, maintains affordable prices, and covers everything from root canals to dentures to cosmetic dentistry.
Hi, I'm Dr. McKay Frankham, and I invite you to come and see me at 170 Arrowhead Drive in Evanston. Our goal is to give you a reason to smile. Excellent customer service, excellent results, and at affordable, reasonable rates.
McKay Frankham, for your family's dental needs.
Welcome back to Varsity Inc. first half, 1-0 the score on the Unit Physical Therapy scoreboard. 5 minutes left in this first half. Brought to you by Varsity Inc. And is that going to be another corner?
Yeah, it should be a corner kick for Rock Springs.
Will be another corner for the Tigers. We've seen, we didn't see the goal that went in, but we've seen several goals, near goals already. Rock Springs, you can definitely tell why they do have the lead right now. During that break, Evanston had a run, and I was off air. I was thinking, slow it up so many times. They just get on that run when they don't necessarily have the numbers. And there was a decent through pass attempt to Jess Richens, but it was just it was too far out, and the keeper was able to come out and get it without any worry of anyone else streaking in from behind him.
Right, and it was a bit of a prayer. I mean, it's like a fast break in basketball. If you're 1-on-3, you slow it down and wait for your team to come up and catch up to you.
Goal kick out by Davis. How's his leg doing, Ryan?
Pretty good.
I haven't got to ask you that in 3 weeks.
That was a good kick.
Yeah, it was. A little low roller, way to the left of the post. Be another kick out for Davis.
Rock Springs is taking a lot of shots, even from a long ways out. They just feel pretty comfortable. They've got a lot of strong legs, and they're not hesitant to pull the trigger.
From what I've seen, I don't see any reason why they should be. Like you said, they've a lot of those shots, even if they've been off goal, certainly been hard hitters. Tapia, again, playing that new position of holding mid as a sophomore, though. I think they rely on him to be able to play. They rely on his soccer smarts to be able to play just about any position he needs to. Long kick across, and again, the keeper able to come out pretty quickly.
That's a good thought, but there's nobody there.
Yeah.
For Evanston.
Penuelas on the far side. I don't think he's going to be able to get there somehow. Yep, in fact, he is. And a clear out from the box. That was some great late-breaking speed.
Yeah, good quickness.
Penuelas been on the end of most of those attacks early on. It's Nelson. High kick up to Penuelas. Can he control again? Great stop on the ball. Cross inside, and that'll be Corny, I believe. No, that's, yeah, that is Tyus. Aggressive play there by Cornea.
That was a good move. He had a chance at that ball, and just, like you said, it was aggressive to make Rock Springs have to reset, push it back outside.
And Tiger's not afraid to do that. See him switch the field, and they go for the attack there, and they have the position to drop it back at any time. I'm starting to see those triangles you speak of, Ryan.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I just hope I was seeing them all the way from the high school to the middle school there, too. So, once again, I'm worried it's going to become a Jim Carrey-like obsession.
Don't be too busy seeing them. Maybe I should drive home.
All these towns, it's triangles. You get 3 of them, there's a triangle, no matter how you split it.
You start seeing crop triangles as you drive through.
Yeah, it's a triangle reversed, which is also a triangle. Goal kick out, again by Davis, headed by Richens. Tapia one touch, nice boot outside, but it's going to become a foot race once again, and Rock Springs has won just about every one of those so far. Header back, and that's Tapia. One thing to mention, I found this out over the trip to Casper, where you were, from what I understand, in an RV somewhere in New Mexico. It just RUNNOFT'd. Joseph Adams, the left wing for us, coming from Louisiana.
Oh, really?
Very talented player. They said the biggest thing that he's had trouble with is the elevation and trying to get accustomed to it.
Oh, yeah.
And as they say, once he does get that he'll be one of the most athletic kids out on the field. It's been such a dramatic change for him, going from sea level to 6,600 feet.
Man, that's a tough transition. And if you watch any college football, every time anybody plays at BYU,
yeah, the
announcers talk about that. Probably too much, but it's a reality.
It absolutely is. And you get talked about a lot when you go to Denver, and then that's the NBA. No one ever mentions it when anyone plays the Jazz, but that's certainly a factor.
Oh, yeah.
Crossing, and couldn't turn around on it. Can't blame him for touching that one a little hard. Spencer Burley looks like he's trying to outrun that Laramie defense back in September, and they're going to call him for what is the call there?
I don't know, because it may have been.
Was that half? They call half.
Oh, wow.
As he's running down, trying to get that time. And a lot of times I would have expected to see them the play on.
Yeah, when I was an official, I would let those play out. Let that attack play out.
Well, that's the end of the first half. 1-0. There it is, Ryan. At the end of the Varsity Inc. first half. Take a break and come back with the Dom Pedro's halftime show next as Big O Tires of Evanston presents Red Devil Soccer, only on MyLocalRadio.com.
An active lifestyle is important to overall health, but sometimes we need a doctor's care. The Goebel Medical Group is a team of highly specialized, world-famous leaders in the medical industry who've joined the Premier Surgical Center in Evanston. Doctors E. Marlo Goebel, Sam Linford, and Brian Tallarico each specialize in orthopedic care. Keep your active lifestyle. Get the specialized care you need from the Goebel Medical Group in Evanston. Call today for an appointment, 789-0096.
I recently got a ticket for driving under the influence of alcohol. I only had one beer. I found out Wyoming has zero tolerance for underage drinking and driving. The judge gave me a fine and community service. Next thing I know, I'm kicked off my sports teams, my driver's license is gone, my girlfriend wants to see other people, my plans after high school, up in the air. If you're underage and drive under the influence of alcohol, you have a lot to lose. You drink, you drive, you lose. This is a message from the Governor's Council on Impaired Driving.
When it comes to protecting your family, home, car, and business, you can count on Farm Bureau Financial Services.
Hi, I'm Steve Mozinski, your local Farm Bureau agent. You deserve an agent who knows you. My goal is to get to know you and your needs, and I'm dedicated to being there for you. If you haven't had a quote for your auto and home from Farm Bureau Financial Services recently, see us and let us help save you money. We're located at 624 West Cheyenne Drive, Suite 1 in Evanston.
Trust experience. Trust Farm Bureau.
For an amazing dining experience, come to Don Pedro's Family Restaurant and enjoy delicious, authentic Mexican food created from their family's own original recipes. Delighted to serve you 7 days a week, Don Pedro's wants you to know
Our casa es su casa.
Lunch express specials daily, known for their authentic Mexican shrimp cocktail and deep fried ice cream. 12-ounce ribeye steak and shrimp meals are delicioso. Dine in or take out.
Hi, this is Pam Mills at UNT Orthodontics. I'm Dr. Scounton's treatment coordinator. Dr. Scounton is a board-certified specialist in orthodontics, and we want you to have that great smile. We're open weekly and are available for emergencies. We accept most insurance plans, including Care Credit. We also offer flexible, no-interest payment plans. We'll help to accommodate your busy schedule. You'll find us, UNT Orthodontics, across from Smith's in the Urgent Care Building on Yellow Creek Road. Call us, UNT Orthodontics, today.
It's Truck Month. It's Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston, and it's an absolutely huge selection. Truck Month has never looked so good. On select Silverados, receive $1,750 in bonus cash, as well as $2,000 in trade-in assistance. There's never been a better time to buy. Receive $2,000 customer cash on select Silverado 2500 and 3500s, and $1,500 bonus cash. It's Truck Month at Castle Rock Chevrolet. Find new roads.
Castle Rock Chevrolet, we're a different kind of dealer.
Welcome to the Dom Pedro's halftime show. 1-0 the score. Tigers advantage. As you see the Tigers over there on the left goalpost getting talked to. Red Devils not inside the goal. They're over on the far sideline getting there talking to. So we get a quick look at the Deli Vision Cam brought to you by Main Street Deli. Great food for great people. Ryan, thoughts on the first half or the last half of the first half?
Yeah, from what we saw, and again, apologies, we couldn't get here faster, but I told Jake, let's obey the speed limit, obey the traffic laws, because it's better to get there than not.
I think at one point, Waylon Jennings freeze-framed us and said, boy, I don't know how them Duke boys are going to get out of this one. And then and as we were suspended midair, and, of course, then it came out of commercial break, and the car slammed down to the ground, and we kept moving. It looked like it was totaled from the first look. It cut away, and then we were fine.
So we got here after the game had started, and from that what we saw of that first half, Jake, Rock Springs controlled it, and I touched on it during the first half. They look so cool and calm and controlled when they've got the ball.
Yeah.
And even when they're out here at 30, 40 yards away from the goal, which is a striking distance, Evanston. And it's tough because you gotta close that gap as a defender. But if you close too fast or get too close, a guy with good ball control like Penuelas or some of these other guys, they can just make a move and get right by you.
Yeah.
So Evanston's doing their job, but it's just interesting. Rock Springs very cool and controlled when they've got the ball, and that's why they're up 1-0. I think they've controlled the ball better, and they're getting a lot more shots on goal. Their attacking has been more efficient.
Over this break, I guess I should do what I said and try to find out if we can see who did score that first one. Wouldn't be surprised, though, if it was Penuelas or any one of those kids up front. There's been some great shots on goal. I was going to say is Spencer Burley, as he was streaking up that near sideline to end the half, is another attack too quick. Now we know exactly why he was doing it. It was a smart play on his part, and then, in fact, they blew the 3 whistles. Surely he's not happy with the way that first half ends.
Yeah, and it's so tough to have Spencer Burley because he grew up playing striker.
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
Soccer, and you've got to have him back there on the defense. He's so good back there. But, boy, it'd be so good to have just Spencer Burley 2, clone or whatever, a second Burley, because you need some more strength, physicality, and athleticism attacking up front.
Well, you see the strength and physicality on the defensive side. What you don't see necessarily that you haven't really gotten to see since the football season. That's why I referenced it just as that first half ended. He's got breakaway speed for that size. What you saw there is back when Evanston was playing Laramie at Laramie, he ran 50-plus yards straight down the sideline, outrunning everyone in the backfield, defensive backfield, as a fullback for a touchdown for Evanston, part of their first shutout win on the road since the early 90s.
Wow.
So he's got that breakaway speed, and he's got that strength. He's got smarts, ball control, and like you said, they need him on that defensive side for leadership and for that physicality that he presents. So kind of a bit of a quandary for the Red Devils, but you may see, especially later on, him pulling up a little bit more like what the Lady Red Devils did as they got more aggressive and just trying to get that goal if we get down to 10, 15 minutes and it's still 1-0 on the scoreboard.
And you and I don't spend nearly as much time in practice as coaches do. They've obviously got a better grasp on who needs to be where.
Yeah.
But it seems like if you could get Spencer in a position, and maybe he doesn't want to run this much. I certainly wouldn't, but in a midfielder position where he can get back and play D, but he can also move up and attack more often. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll take a break and come back. Don Pedro's halftime show as Big O Tires of Evanston presents Red Devil Soccer, only on MyLocalRadio.com.
Great smells, great atmosphere, great food for great people. Main Street Deli. When you visit Main Street Deli in Evanston, you know you're getting something special. With great smells of sweets and now delicious ice cream in the air, you'll know you're at the right place. Main Street Deli has a family-friendly atmosphere with quick lunches, daily specials, and now serving up ice cream like shakes, floats, waffle cones, and bowls. Main Street Deli, let us cater your next event. Great food for great people. 1025 Main Street.
Oh no, the septic tank is backed up again.
Don't be concerned about your septic tank if it acts up. Hi, I'm Lane Bowen, owner of Rocket Sanitation. Just call us for all of your septic needs. Did you know your tank should be pumped every 5 years? Have Rocket Sanitation do it. Rocket Sanitation can install manhole-style lids for inspections, repairs, and maintenance. Rocket Sanitation also sells an easy-to-use, specially formulated septic treatment. We also rent portable toilets for all occasions. Rocket Sanitation in Evanston. Not the biggest, just the best.
I recently got a ticket for driving under the influence of alcohol. I only had one beer. I found out Wyoming has zero tolerance for underage drinking and driving. The judge gave me a fine and community service. Next thing I know, I'm kicked off my sports teams, my driver's license is gone, my girlfriend wants to see other people, my plans after high school, up in the air. If you're underage and drive under the influence of alcohol, you have a lot to lose. You drink, you drive, you lose. This is a message from the Governor's Council on Impaired Driving.
MyLocalRadio.com is Southwest Wyoming and Northeast Utah's top website and the best source for local area news, weather, sports, and community events. And that's not all. MyLocalRadio.com features thousands of photographs of Wyoming and Utah high school events, from speech and drama competitions to local events, sports and activities, and much more. Check it out today and see what MyLocalRadio.com has for you. When your children have overnight school events in Evanston, book your room at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. All rooms are on the ground floor with drive-to-your-door access. You'll rest easy in your beautiful, clean room with 7 layers of bedding, including feather pillows. Enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner in our full-service restaurant. Located only minutes from schools, the best place to stay in Evanston is the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Call us today to reserve your rooms, 307-789-3770.
Bridge your education and career to achieve your goals. UNT Bosie's #1 College and Career Readiness Department has a career pathway model that includes flexible programming designed specifically for you. Let UNT Bosie's #1 help you reach your dream job with classes for literacy, job training, math, and writing skills. Change your life today. Make an investment to further your dreams and reach your goals. Call us, UNT Bosie's #1, Diane White or Shannon Williams, to get started today.
Get ready for the second half. That'll be brought to you by Anna's on Main Street. We'll start with the Dr. Jared Barton General Surgeon opening kickoff, and we heard a buzzer. Not often you hear that in the game of soccer, Ryan.
That was a buzzer to indicate the end of the halftime. Jake, have you tried Anna's tamales?
I haven't.
You've got to get over there.
You know, this soccer broadcast is just loaded with things to make you hungry. The Don Pedro's halftime show, appreciate them as a sponsor. We're not able to get the Main Street Deli standout student for this game with the time allotted in trying to catch up on some ads, but appreciate Main Street Deli and their daily specials. Anna's on Main Street right next to that with the tamales. Don Pedro's, you get the daily lunch specials there. This is a broadcast to make you hungry, is what this is.
It really is, and especially, we haven't had dinner yet.
No.
And we're not going to for at least another couple hours, right?
Yeah, so most likely, yeah. Yep, that will not. Halftime is a tough time to get through if you haven't eaten in a little while.
That's right.
Second half starts, and starts right away with a quick attack by Evanston. Now they're trying to keep it on. You think maybe the field's tilted as we start this second half?
It may be. They're certainly controlling the ball. They won a 50-50 ball there a second ago with that header. Looking good.
Jess Richens trying to get it away from Penuelos, but a great pass just goes a little bit too far to the left where Leon Schlabis has it, heads it ahead to Brock Rigby. From what I understand, Rigby is one of those kids that's going to be moving up into seeing a lot of time as well with the injuries that the Red Devils have had. And someone that they can play at multiple positions. Do you think he's best at defender at this point? Or perhaps as a holding mid? Because he's certainly a big kid. He's got some speed to him as well, though.
Yeah, that's tough. A tough question for me, Jake. I need to watch him a little bit more.
You're my resident soccer expert here, and you don't have a choice in the matter because we're a little short on staff as far as the number of people I have to choose from, and you've been nominated.
You know, there's the phone a friend.
Yep.
Is there a give me 3 minutes to watch a little more and then I can tell you?
We'll go with that, yeah. I'll give you that.
I will tell you this. He's got a great name. Rigby is a great soccer name.
Yeah. Well, it's a great soccer name specifically.
Yeah, I think so.
High shot to the left of the post there, missing.
Either way, soccer, football, rugby.
Oh, Rigby, okay.
Rigby.
His father might argue it's a pretty good football name.
It is a great Brock Rigby. It's a tough name.
Yeah. 37.5 minutes left on the UNF Physical Therapy scoreboard. 1-0 again the score. Rock Springs getting that first half goal just before we showed up. Through pass to the left side from Penuelos, intended for Delaney, and he can't get there. Throw in for Cornea.
For Rock Springs, the boys, why are the boys here, the girls in high school?
Well, the boys practice here, and I know their coach is a teacher here at this middle school, and it's just been that way. They prefer this field. They're used to it. The girls the same way, just opposite. They're used to that high school field.
Yeah.
This is only my third year covering a Rock Springs Evanston soccer match, so all I can tell you is just the way things are.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond that, I'm not sure. Other than they just they like to They like to play where they practice, from what I understand. Now, Evanston, if that was the case for the girls, they would be playing at an elementary school playground. High kick up, and Colton can't get a hold of it.
Everything you said makes sense, especially the part about the coach teaches here.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's going to say, we're practicing and playing here.
Yeah, Bradshaw Hawk on the left side. Tapia trying to run it down, not just a little too much power, mustard, relish sauce. What do you want to call that?
Yeah, all three of those things.
How's that guy's leg?
If you're continuing the hot dog toppings.
The hot dog toppings, yeah. I did say ketchup, which I hear doesn't play so well in popular hot dog towns across America.
Oh, that's a
hard
bit of a
tackle
dirty
there.
trick. Yeah. I think I just heard Coach Cox say, "Oh, you got to call that. That's a card." That was a little bit rough.
"35 minutes left and a free kick for the Devils." What'd you say? You said you heard the coach from over here saying you got to call that, or was that
I think I heard, Coach Cox say you got to call that, and it was a little bit dirty, especially you get guys sliding at ankles. That's pretty dangerous.
You wanted the big card or just a little card?
I don't know if it was even necessarily a card. It
Okay.
was a pretty dirty play.
Tapia gets a shot in on Kautzman, and he drops it for a second, but does not let it go 5-hole. How's his leg, Ryan? That wasn't the best. That wasn't the best example. He had a booming kick just a little bit ago.
The one before that was 60 yards in the air. Pretty good, Jake.
You are the resident keeper leg strength expert here.
Oh man, you're putting a lot of pressure on me.
You always deliver. I always put more on you, and that's a field goal. Not a goal
Wide
though.
Left, yeah.
Goes all the way out to the, again, we have track equipment, it looks like, out in the far beyond the pitch. You got the shot put, or discus ring probably, that being the discus ring out there. Goes out beyond there. Don't have any railroad tracks out in this way, though.
That's unfortunate.
Do you just want tracks wherever you go?
Yeah, it's just fun. It goes back to the kid in me,
Yeah.
The trains,
the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Model trains. Were you a fan of the model trains?
Not a ton. I did have some toy trains
Yeah.
I played with.
Were you before Thomas and the Tank Engine, the
I
George
was,
Carlin
yeah.
days? I think it was George Carlin and Ringo Starr were the two Mr. Conductors.
That's right.
Parents everywhere wondered how those two got chosen.
Parents everywhere also try to keep their kids from getting interested in Thomas the Train stuff because it's so expensive.
Yeah. My parents failed in that one. Throwing for Rock Springs in 1-0 still to score, 33 minutes left in the second half, brought to you by Anna's on Main Street. We will take a break and return as Big O Tires of Evanston presents Red Devil Soccer only on mylocalradio.com.
Evanston Regional Hospital has a rich history of providing convenient, high-quality care close to home. Hi, this is Jeremy Davis, CEO of Evanston Regional Hospital. Whether it's a medical emergency, routine colonoscopy, a joint replacement, or the birth of a new child, the caregiving team at Evanston Regional Hospital understands your lifestyle, your needs, and your community when developing a care plan that is right for you. Visit us at evanstonregionalhospital.com. Evanston Regional Hospital, quality health care close to home.
Treat yourself to Evanston's most delicious authentic Mexican restaurant. From tamales to healthy salads, homemade soups, sandwiches and wraps, and even breakfast items, Anna's on Main Street sure knows how to indulge your cravings. And no matter what time of day, you can wake up with Anna's. Treat yourself to coffee, lattes, cappuccinos, mochas, and more. And try the famous juices made fresh at the juice bar. Come see why so many people say Anna's on Main Street is the best. Anna's on Main Street, Evanston.
Back in the Anna's on Main Street second half. No scoring yet in this second set of 40. Rock Springs trying to threaten, though. Through the legs of Hayden Crops back outside, and they're just keeping it on that left side. They've hardly moved the ball at all, but 3 people have touched it.
And you see how well they do. Just they make a pass, and then they move to an open space.
Shot there. It was a header to Seth Davis. Good at reading balls, so it wasn't for him. That was not a difficult one. For someone else, maybe a little more so. A good shot attempt either way for Rock Springs. Definitely made the best of what they had.
Certainly.
Little short header by Burley, and now see if he can turn the corner and get it out of the box. Headed Evanston's way.
Yeah, just a little bit of a push that enabled the Rock Springs player to take that ball away from Burley.
Free kick, and that's from this distance. It's usually Spencer. See if he's the one taking the kick, but
like Seth.
Looks like, oh, will just be a goal kick out there then. Line drive of a kick and a return pop fly will go out of bounds. Looks like it hit a player as he's shaking his hand, wasn't looking. Was not expecting that one. Thrown for Schlabus. Strong kid, Leon.
That's an interesting throw-in. You might have some stickler officials that would call that an illegal throw-in. He starts from the side and winds around.
Yeah, and you got to have to be straight up and down.
Right. Yeah.
No, you can't have the feet leave the ground.
Right. Both feet need to stay on the ground, and it really should be straight back and straight over the top. And you'll see a lot of guys kind of go from the side and then straight over the top, and that's okay, but it's got to go straight over the top.
As opposed to where he kind of released from the side, it looked like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Free kick up, and 50-50, neither one of them got it. Ended up being a 0-0 ball.
But you still love the effort trying to get it.
Yeah, and that was Penuelas and Richens attempting. Both just a couple inches too short.
Story of my life, Jake.
I know the feeling. Hayden Crops clears it out for a corner, just getting it out of the box.
Yeah, and that's a good clear because, let's be honest, any clear is a good clear because it prevents the other team from getting a shot on goal. And ideally, you clear that out to the sideline so it's a throw-in rather than the corner kick, but still, you got that clear.
And are they going to... Oh, no, it is certainly a corner. It was definitely... I just didn't see that ball being placed down. Now it is. It's Delaney from the side. Keeps it low on the ground. Courtney has a chance. No, that's Hawk out there. Not quick enough. Turn around. Rock Springs is fully content, as they have been all match, to just sit back and wait for something to develop. And
they're so patient with the ball. And I said it a minute ago, what they do so well is if one of these guys makes a pass, he immediately moves to an open space so that whoever receives that pass has somebody to give it to next.
Well, yeah, it was a great display of that just over on the corner where the ball hardly ever moved, but they were just keeping it in that one little, again, triangle, Ryan.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Move and cut, almost like basketball.
Yeah, it really is.
A lot
like
smaller area.
Motion offense type thing.
Mm-hmm. Red Devils getting out in front and a little squirrely there. Rock Springs returns fire. Header up. No, just missed by Tyus Courtney. Hayden Crofts will chase it down. Looks like Penduelas is on the run, and Seth Davis will be the one calling off Crofts to take it himself.
Great awareness by Seth Davis. He tiptoes the
to stay
edge
inside
of the box. Yeah.
And shanks that kick. Hit it too high off the foot. You heard that. It didn't have that pure sound, Ryan.
Right. I've always wondered why soccer goalies kind of take that side step and then kick forward in football. And that's how I learned to punt the ball was you kick that thing straight on.
Mm-hmm. Well, you see more and more with the I think they call it the Aussie-style kick, the punters.
Yeah.
They do take that side movement to it. And Tom Hackett, a great punter for Utah, kicked it farther than just about anyone using that.
Right, and it can be effective. It's just it's tougher to be consistent if you're doing that. To me. And you see, right here's another one that's a lower line drive, pretty good kick.
Tapia on the run, quickly booted away. Evanston will maintain possession, but for how long is the question, and not long at all. Rigby settled a little slow on it.
He took too long deciding, okay, am I going to play this on this hop? Okay, now this hop. No, I'll get it this hop, and then it's gone.
Then it's gone. Seth Davis again kicking it out. Would have been a good punt. A little beyond the Evanston offense, but moves it back. Colton Johnson goes into the air. Nice through. Looking for the corner. He's just going to go for the goal shot himself. And the way it sounded, is it possibly a miss on that?
Yeah, he didn't get a real great kick on that one. He'd probably like to have it back. The other thing I would have liked to see is Nahar hustle in there more quickly to try and maybe get a second touch on it before it gets to the keeper.
Yeah, Kevin, he got that. I was expecting it to go right to him, and Jess Richards goes down. It looks like he got hit in the head.
I don't think that's anything malicious.
No.
That can happen. A ball's in the air. Both players go for the header, and one takes it on the nose or the chin.
Already lost Ben Fuller, one of the midfielders. Another player that they absolutely cannot lose, Jess Richards. He will stay in. I think it was one of the certainly not as he goes down. You see him come back up. You think that's probably just going to be a headache a little later on. Knocked heads a little too hard. Free kick for Burley into the box, headed behind from Nahar to the left of the post.
That's a great attack. It didn't end up being a goal, but boy, that quick deflection, that's something that can easily end up in the back of the net.
Schlabus misses the header, then bodies it. One touch by Richards, back out to Leon. Dropping back, Tapia passes it to the other team. Schlabus wants time to Tapia. Richards not quick enough, cutting in the aggressive play by Rock Springs once again. That's Delaney on the right wing. Cuts into the box, and looks like they miscommunication on who was cutting where, as that's cleared out.
Good call. I thought that whistle should have come about 5 seconds earlier, but glad it came.
25 minutes left, 1-0 still the score. See what the Red Devils can do in the final 25 minutes of the Annas on Main Street. Second half. Big O Tires of Evanston presents Red Devil Soccer, only on MyLocalRadio.com.
When you follow your students' school activities from one end of the state to the other, it can get expensive. Whenever you're in Evanston, save money and eat healthy at the Legal Tender Restaurant inside the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner daily, you and your family can eat a balanced meal without breaking the bank. The Legal Tender Restaurant is located close to the Evanston schools. For directions, visit bestwesternwyoming.com.
Back at the Annas on Main Street, second half. Red Devils trail on the UNF Physical Therapy scoreboard, brought to you by Mark Brinkerhoff. 1 to what, Ryan?
Nil.
Nil.
Thank
nil.
you.
Yeah, 1-0. 25 minutes left. Still plenty of time on the clock, and the Red Devils have it with the corner coming up. High header over the post. just scrapes it in as a field goal, but we wanted that about 3 feet lower.
Yeah, another good attack, and Evanston's really doing a good job these last few minutes attacking.
Pulled everyone up except Tyus Corney and Hayden Crofts, of course. Got to leave someone back there in case things go wrong to not leave Seth out on an island.
Right.
Councilman kick out. Headed back, trying to keep a quick attack on it. Bradshaw was a little too eager to get it ahead to Kevin Nahar. Not a whole lot of time to do it with a man coming in quickly on him, being Delaney. Far outside, and that'll be a throw-in for the Devils. Quick field out there. Seen it in both the girls' and boys' games.
And Rock Springs struggled with it a little bit right there.
Getting that long throw-in from the side, from the right side for Schlabus. Back to Bradshaw. One touch and lost. Delaney on the corner, or on the near side, rather. Ahead. And Penuela's high shot to the right of the post. That won't be a field goal or a goal. To the right of both. But another good attack.
Bradshaw Hawk, a freshman.
Yep.
On this side.
A lot of young kids having to step up in roles in this team now, especially with the injuries. Tyus Corney, another freshman, playing on it right back. Out to the side, and it's hard to see from this side if it stays in bounds. Apparently it did.
Yeah.
Just basically you have just a little bit of space in between that and the track is how you can gauge it.
Boy, and Burley going out to that sideline, I thought, okay, he's just going to kick it out any second. Somehow he got around the corner and kicked it up the field. Great play.
Throw in from Johnson, and that'll be a quick turnover.
Richens slaps the field after that. He knew he misplayed it.
High up, and a chance for Tapia to get it right back, playing that midfield he played it over the weekend. First conference game he's playing as a mid. Turn around, and Tapia's trying to beat out Penuelos. Does just that. Comstock
I think it's a good
settling on it.
Good spot for Tapia. He's a good ball handler, and that's what you need in the midfield. That's why Jess Richens is so good there.
Nahar cuts quickly at Kautzman, but he was aware. Didn't get rattled there. That's when I would have jumped on the ball.
Started biting your fingernails?
Yeah. Well, yeah, probably. Throw in. And Red Devils trying to keep it in that attacking third. Doing just that for the moment. 22 minutes left in the Amazon Main Street second half. Needing a goal to equalize things up.
There's another English soccer word. The equalizer.
The equalizer, yeah. I just haven't found the appropriate time to pull out the cleverly. You know, I was watching one time, I think it was Ian, is it Black? Ian Dark? It's one of those two. It kept saying cleverly, and then about halfway through the match, I figured out that was the guy's last name. I was like, that's such a silly term. Oh, no, that's his name.
When I was growing up, I think it was Colorado, or was it Air Force, had a guy named Eric Bieniemy.
Oh, Bieniemy. Okay,
him?
I've heard that, yeah.
So BYU would play those guys, and I was like 5, 6 years old, and I remember hearing Bieniemy, and I kept thinking they were calling him the enemy.
Yeah. That was a quick turnaround for Rock Spring, fast up the field.
That's one of those, on a natural turf field, you won't see that as often.
No.
And especially what it made it even more impressive was it wasn't just a long booming kick. They controlled it and just moved it so quickly.
Methodically right up the line. Hardly ever left the ground, if it ever did. Corner out there. Rock Springs on the far side. Halfway through this Amazon Main Street second half. So that would be approaching the final quarter of it.
Mm-hmm.
Or the final half of however you want to split it apart. Soccer chooses to go by halves.
You're confusing me.
Header up high and out of bounds. How's that?
Good.
Yeah, goal kick for Davis. Approaching the midway mark of the second portion.
How many different ways can you say halfway through the second half?
Several.
Midway through the second
Midway through, yeah. Evanston on the move again. Johnson on this near sideline with another throw in. It's got Hawk on the side with Jess Richens moving in. He'll go for Nahar, but too high. Can Nahar get it around? Nearing that box. Adams just misses a throw. You see Nahar put his hands up in the air after that. Evanston trying to avoid the complete clear and maintain possession. Tyus is going to have to chase it down. Will not be able to. You see that speed, and it's not so much that Evanston isn't used to it. It's because it's happening with both teams. Just so little time to recover from any mistake.
Yeah.
A good clear there is Mr. number 2, Kevin Pinuelos. Was anytime you see him anywhere near the ball and a straight-on shot with the goal, get it away from him if you can. Quick cut by Burley, and you see one kid out there certainly never giving up on any play.
Yeah, he's all over the field.
Cut in and offsides, I believe.
Yeah, I think offsides was the call. It was a beautiful pass. Just
yeah.
It was at Penuelos up there.
Just a little ahead.
Just a little too soon.
And that official calling it perfect view, straight line view, almost exactly with where the pass was, where he was when the pass was released. Goal kick out. It looked like a rising fastball on that one.
Mm-hmm.
That died toward the end. Johnson, he's just got Nahar though, and at this point there's no time to wait for anyone else, and Kautzman will snuff that out pretty quickly.
Yeah, great awareness by Kautzman.
Once you get on that run though, he reached a point about the 40-yard line. There's no turning back, certainly. You got two guys on, you got 3 guys ahead with Nahar. There's just no time for, if it's not perfect, Evanston's not going to get a goal off that attack. Now see them now with a little more numbers. A play on with that. Now, is that an advantage Devils on that call?
It may be, yeah, and that's why you get the whistle now and they move it back. And that's a good call by the official because the Devils still had the opportunity.
Certainly had the advantage.
Yeah, finish that attack.
Free kick for Evanston, and that'll be Jess Richens. See which foot he uses. Got any guesses? I'm going left.
You'd go left? I don't think it's – is it Jess kicking or is it Colton?
Well, maybe Colton. I thought it was Jess. I think
you're right.
Looks like Jess.
You're right. Nope.
No, it was the fake out and a shot right into the wall. Jess on the far side. How do you get out of being a part of the wall? Is that hustling in practice?
No. The unfortunate truth about the wall, you can't even go, I'm a senior, you're a sophomore, you get in the wall.
Yeah.
It's crud. I'm defender on the right side.
Oh, okay.
We need the wall on the right side.
That's where I have to be?
That's where it is.
Oh, man.
That's who's in it.
It looks like another...
Other teams may do it differently.
Yeah, yeah. Kick into the box. Header just missed by Nahar. Still cutting in, and a shot up, and Tapia goes high and to the right. Few good attacks. Red Devils threatening and making things interesting, but yet to get one in the net.
And if only he could have gotten that low and to the left.
Yeah.
That ties things up.
16 and a half minutes left. 1-0 still the score on the UNF Physical Therapy scoreboard. Big O Tires of Evanston presents Red Devil Soccer, only on mylocalradio.com.
MyLocalRadio.com is Southwest Wyoming and Northeast Utah's top website and the best source for local area news, weather, sports, and community events. And that's not all. MyLocalRadio.com features thousands of photographs of Wyoming and Utah high school events, from speech and drama competitions to local events, sports and activities, and much more. Check it out today and see what MyLocalRadio.com has for you.
Rock Springs on the attack as we welcome you back to the Anners on Main Street. Second half, high kick, and look, that looked a little wide right. Definitely over the crossbar. I always got to look. If it's too high, I got to see if it was at least a field goal. It tells me how close it was had it been a little bit lower.
That reminded me of the Golden State Warriors there. They pass it around, get it down to the corner, and then kick it back out for an open 3.
Yeah. Pinuelos turns on it, takes a shot from way out, and that had some curve on it. Seth was going to have a tough time stopping that one with the movement. Just goes to the left and goal kick out. Davis.
What a quick release by
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's so quick to just fire away.
Very impressed with this Rock Springs team and holding on to a 1-0 lead. Evanston doing a good job not giving up and getting some attacks in the last few minutes. With the level of control Rock Springs has showed, Evanston, you got to give them a lot of credit for even getting into this side and mounting some real attacks. Another shot down, and Seth gets his hands in the right spot, guards his legs from letting one go through. Another save. Tally one more.
Boy, and he set that up well by knowing that's about the only spot that was open in the goal, or the only available shot. He was in the right spot to make that save.
Penuelas getting some reaction from the crowd with that little trickeration. Gets a shot taken to the face. That's Hayden Crofts. He gets back up and still across into the middle. Penuelas can't get the header. Back out still on the far side of the box. Joseph Adams trying to chase him down and clear it out. And Colton Johnson will take away possession. That was another dangerous attack for the Tigers.
Yeah.
And now Nahar's on a 3-on-1, and he, in fact, won't even get a touch on it as it rolls out to the track.
Who was it on this side that made that spin move and went up the sideline?
That was Delaney, or no, that was Baldelio Rodriguez. I'm working on my Spanish.
What number?
You were the one that spent some time in
Baldelio.
Bandalio, is that
Baldelio?
Baldelio? Yeah, there's no N in there. I don't know where I got that from.
I don't know. The English add R's to words. Maybe you can add an N.
The thing I found out from any other language, whether it was, even German, which English being a Germanic language, or certainly Spanish is, other languages, they try to put an emphasis on making sense with their rules. That's Baldelio again. There's some nice passing, just kind of showing off at this point, and certainly putting the Red Devils on their toes. High cross in after not a lot of time to build up momentum. Another good pass out to the box. Low shot. Deflected away. Jess Richards trying to turn it back. Cannot, though. Rock Springs is going to stay in possession. And it will continue, except the referee saw it differently. Foul up. What do you think of that call, Ryan?
That was like, remember the Michael Jordan,
the push-off?
The push-off?
The push-off?
I don't know how much of ask a Jazz fan. He pushed him off. Jordan did.
Yeah.
That was my arm's going that way, and it looks like a push. I don't know how much it was. The official's a lot closer than me.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's making that call, not me.
We were talking about this earlier today. Where do you stand on the whole push-off?
Man, at the time, yeah, that was a push. The Jazz got the raw end of the deal. Now, as I look at it a little more objectively, that was just Michael Jordan. Unbelievable.
I'll say it now, and I said it then. That was just a winning move. It's just a winner being a winner.
I would agree with that now.
That was a champion.
If you'd asked me that 15 years ago, I'd have said, you're crazy.
You're crazy, yeah. Stole it away, even. Rock Springs doing a good job in the last 5 minutes, taking away a lot of momentum from the Devils that I think they had. And with this, these attackers, all these moves they put on the defense, almost, I think, got to be wearing this team down mentally as much as they are physically.
Yeah, I remember playing guys like that, and I played a little club ball in college. I was no good.
You dabbled?
I dabbled in, yeah. And there was a guy that could just dribble circles around me, and my best defense was just to stand still because he had such fancy footwork that half the time he didn't go anywhere with it. But these guys,
Colton on the run. Yeah, they're certainly getting some movement on it. They're spinning around, and then they're completing a great pass. Schlabis low.
Well, and that's the key to good soccer is if you've got great ball control, you can make some fancy moves, but then are you going to make that good pass that helps your team score goals?
Free kick for Evanston following that. Heard some, is that a direct kick as well?
Yeah, this is a direct kick, so this could be a great opportunity.
And it is
a great opportunity for Evanston.
And it looks like they will entrust Jess Richards on this free kick. You see him taking a lot of the free kicks in the attacking third. If it's midway, that'll be Spencer Burley with the bigger leg. Jess Richards a little more touch.
This is a tough situation because for a guy like Jess, you feel confident in your leg. You want to just shoot this one in, laser it past the keeper, but that's so tough from that far out. The keeper can just watch the ball and play where it goes.
See what they do decide with this free kick. 10 minutes left. Evanston out of time, and that, in fact, is, as it goes down, Rigby runs right into the keeper in aggressive play, but that won't result in a goal. Good job by Kautzman, just keeping watching that ball in, and then see how cool and collected he is. He was a little fired up after that one.
He had to have a teammate come cool him off.
We saw last time Evanston and Rock Springs played here, there was a red card called early for Evanston, playing with 10 men, and then 3 or 4 yellow cards on Rock Springs late, maybe one more on Evanston. Certainly a bit of a rivalry in a state that is so hard to build rivalries with.
That official's yellow card is pretty green from what I could see, but Rigby getting a yellow card there for that contact with the keeper. But you know what? A yellow card, as long as he doesn't get another one, I
no
like
big deal.
that aggressive play to get in there. Maybe the keeper drops the ball. That's not a bad decision by Rigby. It wasn't malicious. He was just playing hard, trying to get a loose ball.
Sure, Kautzman would disagree, but it's going to be a tough. It's going to be a tough game. Rock Springs certainly being aggressive as well.
Boy, and especially at this point in the game, less than 10 minutes left to go.
It's worth it, is what you're saying. It's absolutely a calculated risk.
Absolutely.
Deflected off Burley, which sets up Penuelos. If he can get a shot up, one touch, across and deflected again. Otherwise, that would have been a tough save for Davis.
Pretty solid defense there by Tyus Cornea, the freshman on that side. He was out of position, but he hustled, got back into position, and stayed in front.
Have a corner coming up for Rock Springs. And we've seen corners. We were at the girls' game earlier, seen some corners be quite dangerous for the Devils. So far, there's been some dangerous looks. Not sure how that first goal was scored, but no goals yet that we have seen. Burley's not going to get the clear, and Ryan, I cursed it.
Yeah.
And Penuelos gets an open look off the deflection, and he will score the goal to potentially put this game out of reach, if not just make it extremely tough for the Red Devils to come back now, not down 1 goal, needing 2 goals to equalize.
Boy, I really thought that kick, that corner was just way too far out. It settled down out of 18, 25 yards outside of the goal, but Rock Springs kept it alive. Evanston didn't clear it out. And that's why you've got to just clear that thing out the first chance you get.
They did have one chance, and they tried to make a pass.
Yeah.
So now Evanston, we've seen them in this situation before. It was about 2-0 a week ago against, or 2 weeks ago rather, against Kelly Walsh. We saw Evanston score twice in the final 12 minutes. They're going to need some of that magic happening again to just try and get back into this game. Very little time left in Rock Springs with that possession they've had. I wouldn't be surprised to see them just pass it around, or maybe with that footwork they have, put it out of reach with a 3rd goal here.
Their ball control is excellent, and if I'm Rock Springs, I don't let up at all. I keep attacking.
Penuelos with the header, and the lead sets up a nice goal-scoring opportunity for Sergio, but it was just missed. Kind of deflected, tough one, but another good opportunity across the top of the 18.
A lot of times in American football, you'll see a team play not to lose. And if Rock Springs lets up here and they're playing not to lose, and Evanston has been trying to go on the attack, and they're going to try even harder in the next 6 minutes and 50 seconds. So Rock Springs, to me, has to keep up that aggressive nature. It's worked so far. They're ahead 2-0.
Yeah. 7 minutes left. We will take a break with Rock Springs once again attacking as you are listening to and watching a Big O Tires of Evanston presentation. And Penuelos gets another one, 3-0. Big O Tires of Evanston presents Red Devil Soccer only on MyLocalRadio.com.
Furthering your education, career, and attending college is easier than ever. I'm Heidi Currett with Western Wyoming Community College. You can start now, right here in Evanston. Uinta Bosie's #1, in partnership with Western Wyoming Community College, offers a low-cost alternative to leaving town. With quality education, mentoring assistance, and a variety of programs, look no further than the Uinta Bosie's #1 in Western Wyoming Community College Evanston campus for your education. We are your local community college.
Hi, this is Chase Sawyer with Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction. Our company has helped thousands of people put their homes, businesses, and lives back together after a fire, flood, storm, or other disastrous event. We work with all insurance companies, and we work for you by being professional, fair, and honest. Our certified technicians are trained in every aspect of restoration, so we can complete each project in a fast and satisfactory way. Call us today, 307-741-7000. Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction.
Just as we were on the way out, Penuelos got what we found out over the break is, in fact, his 3rd goal. He got the Hattie.
The Hattie? Is that what you're calling it?
The Hattie. It's a kick up and direct to Davis. Looks like it was a direct kick as Davis was coming out for the save. And over the post, the crossbar, 5 minutes left, and 3-0. Now that's 5 minutes left. Not a whole lot you can do if you're Evanston once again.
No.
Giving up 2 in 2 minutes. Penuelos got his first off a corner deflection at 8:10, and then a minute and a half later, well, that was actually his second goal. Not even a minute and a half later, gets a great shot from middle of the box.
And both of those last 2 goals came as a result of Evanston not taking an opportunity they had to clear the ball out. And there's a line to draw between find a pass and keep control of the ball and just get that thing out of there.
Burley heads it up high, but that sets up once again an attack from way out. Davis goes to the ground, deflects it, but they're going to have to chase it down, and he gets back up, clear out Cornea. That shot again looked like that was Penuelos again with that left foot.
He can do it from outside. His last goal was from down inside.
Yeah.
He's very good.
Yeah, I would always prefer inside if I right close with an open net if possible.
That's about the only way either of us would ever score a goal.
The old flip into the box. Penuelos trying to get a chance out, and once again not clearing it out. But at this point, what's a clear going to do for you down 3 goals?
Well, keep you from going down
4. Yeah, Nahar runs right into his man.
Just trying to do too much with it. He's got to get rid of that ball and get it to a teammate.
Seth tries to keep it from going out and ends up kicking it out himself. So corner. It must have been touched last by an Evanston player, though, because I can't imagine he'd be going for it if it wasn't.
Right.
So corner kick again for Rock Springs. 3:16 left and counting. Haven't seen any stoppage, really, time that should be added. Haven't really even been that many substitutions, if any.
Yeah, Richens was down for about 10 seconds. After
Yeah,
he got bonked
got
in the
back
head,
up. We saw that girls' game. I think that was exactly 2 minutes to the second. I don't think they counted any stoppage time. They just kept the referee official kept the stopwatch going. Hawk back to Johnson, back middle. Tapia tries to switch it over to the far side. Richens doesn't have it. That's Delaney, 1 touch and a head. And Rock Springs now up 3 goals. They can slow that down and just keep possession. But, of course, they're going to go cut right in and try to get one more in maybe. Another high shot and just over.
Wow.
If that was kicked from maybe 1 more foot out, that very well might have just found that back right of all right corners.
That's just great awareness. He knew right where he was and just about hit that top corner.
Richens moves in front of his man, Penuelos. Doesn't get possession. Now the Tigers back out on the run. Open in space.
And it's like they've flipped a switch here in the last few minutes.
They had that 1-0 lead for so long, and then now in the last 10, 15, it's almost like they just decided, let's really start attacking. I think it was perhaps what Evanston was doing might have woken up Rock Springs to a degree, because the Red Devils certainly woke up.
Right.
For a time in that second half when they were getting all those great opportunities, trying to get it equal. Goal kick out for Davis. Final 2 minutes. Red Devils also, boys will be in action again Thursday. We'll be at both of those games. You can tune in again on mylocalradio.com. Bringing you almost what we could call bonus coverage of this boys game today, in that we weren't sure how much we didn't even think we were going to be able to bring you this game, and then we weren't sure how much. Got about 3/4 of it in. Kick out, Davis. And drop
a little
back.
bit of a challenge for us in the scheduling and the timing.
And the 3 schedule changes in the last 2 days. But we made it here. And it couldn't have been a better day for soccer.
Man, yeah, beautiful day. Not much wind, if any. What was you saying? Nary
a breeze.
A breeze.
It's not even. It's probably a badminton day in Rock Springs. Hey, we say so specific. Great day for soccer. It's a great day for polo, Ryan. Horseshoes. Badminton even. As we said, this is probably about as good as it gets here, as far as the breeze.
It might be a little, for the breeze. It might be a little chilly for some less active sports.
Maybe some horseshoes with a little competitive lap running. And that'll be the final whistle. The Amazon Main Street second half ends 3-0 in favor of the Tigers. We'll take a break and come back with some post-game coverage as Big O Tires of Evanston presents Red Devil Soccer only on mylocalradio.com.
An active lifestyle is important to overall health, but sometimes we need a doctor's care. The Global Medical Group is a team of highly specialized, world-famous leaders in the medical industry who've joined the Premier Surgical Center in Evanston. Doctors E. Marlo Goebel, Sam Linford, and Brian Tallarico each specialize in orthopedic care. Keep your active lifestyle. Get the specialized care you need from the Global Medical Group in Evanston. Call today for an appointment, 789-0096.
Being in a fender bender or any accident, minor or major, can cause anyone instant and long-lasting stress. Let us, T-Bar S Body Shop and Technoglass of Evanston, help you relieve your stress. We will work directly with your insurance company to have your vehicle fixed and quickly back on the road. Stop by or give us a call for a free 10-minute estimate. T-Bar S Body Shop and Technoglass of Evanston. Let T-Bar fix your car. By 15 County Road across from the cemetery.
All West Communications, the home of blazing fast internet speeds, is proud to support the Evanston community with internet, TV, and telephone options that work for every household and business. Don't settle for slow speeds and outdated options. Contact All West today. In the words of one All West customer, not only is All West a local company with a local office, but my internet connection is faster and less expensive than what I was getting from my previous provider. Visit All West today or apply online at allwest.com.
Drive with confidence. Big O Tires of Evanston has the inventory, service, and knowledgeable staff to help you get behind new wheels. With the world's best tire brands all under one roof, Big O Tires of Evanston will keep you safe and boost your vehicle's fuel economy. You'll be sure to drive away happy in your car, truck, or SUV when you purchase brand new cutting-edge tires, high-performance tires, or economy tires. The professionals at Big O Tires of Evanston, 607 Cheyenne Drive, the team you trust.
It's Truck Month. It's Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston, and it's an absolutely huge selection. Truck Month has never looked so good. On select Silverados, receive $1,750 in bonus cash, as well as $2,000 in trade-in assistance. There's never been a better time to buy. Receive $2,000 customer cash on select Silverado 2500 and 3500s, and $1,500 bonus cash. It's Truck Month at Castle Rock Chevrolet. Find new roads.
Castle Rock Chevrolet, we're a different kind of dealer.
Welcome to the postgame show. Red Devils fall 3-0 after the girls fell 5-0. Joined by Ryan Steinecker, normally on the call for Rebels games, joining us all season long for Red Devils as our resident soccer expert, camera operator extraordinaire, and looking mighty fine in the glasses.
Well,
if I could turn the camera around, that would be the deli vision.
That might break the deli vision.
So the Red Devils fall 3-0 today. All three goals scored by a young man, a sophomore named Kevin Pinuelos.
He's, man, from what I saw today, remember Danny Diaz last year?
Yeah.
We talked about him a couple weeks ago. He's playing JV this year at Kelly Walsh. Pinuelos, man, he was his ball control is excellent. His handling skills, he's got a great leg, strong leg, and kick from outside. He's got the touch inside. He's in the right place at the right time. He's very good.
Not a whole lot you can do when you man. And it wasn't just him on that side. It was the ball movement from Rock Springs the whole way through. He certainly had the strong leg. He was certainly the finisher, kind of like Razzo was for the Red Devils last year.
Uh-huh.
But those were by no means throw it ahead and see what he can do. At times there was just with that speed, but so many times they set it up, and play was set up on that attacking third over 2-3 minutes of just trying, letting it come out. The defense was getting possession back from Evanston. Just a superb job by the Rock Springs team. Hats off to them.
Yeah, and I think Rock Springs, good athletes. Evanston's got some good athletes as well. I don't think it's a difference of athleticism or strength or speed. I think the difference in this game was that ball control, the ball handling, and Rock Springs won that battle, and that led to winning the game.
The Red Devils continue to fight. You saw through there. Did you see any let up in any of those, or was that just that superb ball control? Because I saw so many many of those Red Devils out there trying to till the very end, even when it was 3-0. At 1-0, absolutely. They had some great chances we saw down there, particularly a cross that was headed, deflected, and then a chance on the outside for Tapia. She sent it a little bit high. The Red Devils certainly had a chance for a goal, and if you equalize that game at 10 minutes to go with one apiece, you don't know what happens then. Does that get you more momentum going? Does that potentially lead to overtime and then anything happens? Certainly, though, Rock Springs won that refined skill of just that pure ball control today.
Yeah, definitely. And if Evanston scores that equalizing goal, it's a different game, I think. But I think there was a little bit of a let-up on that third goal that Rock Springs scored. I think both the second and third, was an issue of Evanston not clearing the ball. That defense, you've got to just get it out. I don't know what else to compare it to, but if the ball is that far, if it's in front of your goal within 18 or 20 yards, you've got to do everything you can to clear it out. And a couple times they didn't, and both those times they paid for it.
Again, as you see on the UN Physical Therapy scoreboard, brought to you by Mark Brickroff, 3-0. The score in favor of Rock Springs. Both the Evanston Red Devils and Evanston Lady Red Devils fall to 0-4 in conference play. They get right back at it on Thursday. We'll be at that game. If you're a coach tomorrow, I have to imagine, Ryan, you can't be overworking your kids after the two matches we saw today. You want to work on some things, but you certainly can't maybe do too much conditioning, I would imagine.
No, I wouldn't think so. If your conditioning isn't there for today's game, it's not going to be there on Thursday by working hard tomorrow. Yeah. And you don't want to get people worn out the day before a game, players worn out. So tomorrow, boy, you work on some strategy. You maybe walk through some things. I don't know if they do any scouting and watch film. I'm sure they do some of that, so they'll work on some of that kind of stuff. But tomorrow is certainly not a full conditioning, high physicality practice.
We'll be there, Riverton, on Thursday. That'll be the final road game of this conference season for the soccer teams. Then it's all 5 at home to finish out the season. We'll be bringing you all of those as well. Going to go ahead and wrap up this postgame show. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of Old West Media Incorporated and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Once again, the final score on tonight's UN Physical Therapy scoreboard is 3-0 in favor of the Rock Springs Tigers. Join us again Thursday when the Red Devils take on Riverton on the road, going to the Wolverines territory. We'll be on air for our pregame show. Now, I don't want to get this we had about 3 scheduling changes, but we presume 2:40. That's the scheduling that we have as of now. 2:40 for the pregame time tomorrow for the girls, with the boys to follow immediately after that. Today and tonight's executive producer has been Val Cook. Thanks to our sales team at Julie Burley, Alex Faney, Mark Hyatt, and Clean Teedy, as well as our office manager, Kayleen Anderson, chief photographer, Warren Cook, all of our production assistants, and KDQ sports director, camera extraordinaire, videographer, and color commentator, Ryan Steinekert. Thanks to all of our sponsors, and thank you for tuning in. For everyone at mylocalradio.com, I am Jake Hibbard, and let's go Red Devils.
Today's broadcast of Evanston Red Devil Soccer, streaming live on mylocalradio.com, has been brought to you by Uinta Bosie's #1, Altitude Evanston, Global Medical Group, by Sawyer Disaster Cleanup and Construction, T-Bar-S Body Shop Technoglass of Evanston, The Legal Tender at the Best Western Dunmar Inn, by Castle Rock Chevrolet, Evanston Regional Hospital, mylocalradio.com, and by Big O Tires of Evanston. Thank you for tuning in to this Big O Tires of Evanston presentation of Evanston Red Devil Soccer, only on mylocalradio.com.